Life's a party. Life's always a party. Let's get it, Paul.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Not let's go today. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a hat show.
Hat show.
Why are you copying me?
Hat show.
Hat show, hat show, hat show. I didn't know it was a hat show until Paul put it on last second, so I'm really pumped up for this.
There we go. We said we're matching. We got the hats today.
Paul's feeling really good today. You know why? Because he's starting. Today, he told me, first, he didn't even say hello to me. He said, Ryan, guess what? Today, I'm going to be a better version of myself starting today.
I'm excited.
And guess what he was holding? A water bottle.
We're drinking water. Water's good for the soul, good for the
He's even
the
using
vibes.
coasters over there with his water tower. Are we getting a shot of this?
If you're watching on YouTube, you see my big water bottle. It's my third one today.
I might be considered a water tower at that rate.
That's what you got to do. You know, today
That's what you gotta
is
do.
the next day of the rest of your life. You know what I'm
know
saying?
what? That sounded like you had no idea what you were talking about and just put some shit together to make it sound good.
the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Today's the start. So
no, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take bets over under on how long this lasts. Because I frankly do not believe that this is gonna last for more than a week.
August to December is my goal, to stay on a good vibes, getting better every day. I got a list of things I'm doing. And, 2020's been bad. Not going to lie. It's been a bad year.
Well, I don't think it can get worse, to be honest.
Exactly. So we're going to try to make this thing good and control the things that we can control. So that's what we're doing, baby.
So drink your water. It said Paulie Forto said it best.
Exactly.
So this is a great segment. And I know we say this all the time, but we always say, oh, that's a great pickup line. That's a great segment. That's a great answer. Well, this is a great podcast.
I mean, exactly. I was about to say, I was like, well, you know what I mean? We do say it's great, but we're not lying, so...
So why not start the show off with a great segment?
This is a great show today.
Well, the show didn't happen yet, but I mean...
I can feel it.
You can feel a great show coming?
Well, we're going to start out fresh,
You know why? Because it's a hat show.
Day!
Not hat day.
Hat show.
Hat show. Here we go. Segment 1 is called What Do You Know? What do you know, Paul? What do you know, people of the world?
What?
Watching us. So basically what's going to go down is that Paul and I will have a list of 3 historic, monumental people, things, schemes, etc., you name it. And the other will have to state everything they know about that said topic, person, or it can even be an event.
Okay.
So, however, the other person who's not addressing the name, their main objective is to make the other person feel stupid.
Yeah.
By asking them about a well-known person or theory or event that everyone should know about. Like Ted Bundy. Everybody should know who Ted Bundy is. So if I go, Paul, Ted Bundy, give me what you know about Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, played by Zac Efron.
You start with a movie about him.
Played by Zac Efron, Netflix.
I mean, if you ask most people, they probably would start with he's a serial killer. They wouldn't start with Zac Efron, the first words out of his mouth.
Zac Efron, serial killer, and Ted Bundy. That's all. That's all I gotta know.
All right. Well, we are asking you guys at home to be judges of this.
Okay.
You're not okay. You're not at home, so I don't know why you're answering like you're on the couch listening.
I'm a judge. Let's go.
So I'm not sure if we would accept that answer because it was frankly not the best answer that we could get.
Okay.
So let me pull up my list. I'm going first, right, Paul?
Yeah, you'll go first and play at home. You know, hopefully you know these. If not, you can be stupid along with us. So.
All right, here we go. First one, Jeffrey Dahmer. Tell me what you know about him or her. Was he a singer?
I was thinking about doing this one too. You said Ted Bundy, so I'm like serial killer. I'm like, okay, like that'd be a good one. But okay, well let's just get to the point.
Let's just answer. Let's just play the game. How about that?
Yeah, let's just do it. So Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Obviously, serial killer. You know.
Okay.
Pretty sure he ate people. Like, he ate his victims, and that was, like, the big thing.
That's what you think?
Wait, no, that's Hannibal Lecter. wait, is Hannibal Lecter real or no? Oh, my God. Is that just a movie?
You're right.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate people, right? He's actually called the Milwaukee Cannibal.
Okay.
Is what he's called. So he was an American serial killer, sex offender who committed the murder of 17 men and boys from 1978 to 1991. Many of his later murders involved necrophilia, cannibalism, and the permanent preservation of body parts, typically all a part of the skeleton.
Yikes.
So he ate parts of skeleton.
Okay.
Could you imagine just eating a person?
No, I can't, actually. Really never thought about it before.
Hat show.
Hat show!
Kids are listening.
Hopefully not. All right,
so I'll give you that. That was a
all
good.
right,
That was a
yeah,
good answer.
basic
so
thing. I don't know too much about them. I'm not a real. I know some people out there are like mad in.
well, that's
interested
people who
in
are into the serial
serial
and
killer
things like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But you knew who Jeffrey Dahmer is, which is good. So, all right, we'll kick it off to you and give me yours. I'm very nervous on my answers because I am not
Okay.
good with things like this,
First
like at
one.
all. And I'm very nervous. Like I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Okay. First one. We're gonna go historical.
Hat show.
We're gonna go historical.
Historical.
Now, who is
Oh God, I'm so nervous.
Monica Lewinsky?
Monica Lewinsky. Guess what, Paul?
What? Do you know who she is?
She's on my list.
No way. You're lying. Are you serious?
We should have went over this pre-show.
No freaking way.
But here's the reason, though. The reason why I had her on my list is because I got her mixed up with someone else. So Monica Lewinsky, people at home,
pissed.
this would have been good if
I'm
you didn't
so
get me
mad.
prior. But she worked as a secretary at the White House during Bill Clinton's presidential or administration,
yeah.
and he had an affair with her. So it's pretty much the Clinton-Lewinsky affair scandal
Very
or whatnot.
famous,
So
yeah.
that's just the answer on the money, but that's obvious because I was going to ask
Yeah,
it.
because you knew it. Great job answering.
But what happened was I actually got this wrong because someone I work with asked me who Monica Lewinsky was, and I was like, isn't that the figure skater?
No way.
So like I was getting her mixed up with Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Like the figure skater that like
Who cut like the or she broke her knee.
yeah.
She broke.
No, she broke her
she broke the
partner's knee,
yeah.
so that she can compete or whatnot. So that's where I got. So I was like, this would be a great segment. I'm gonna ask Paul Monica Lewinsky. Did you know that before looking it
No,
up?
I had no clue.
Oh my God, we would have got it.
That was my third person too. Like I was thinking of people, and then I said, "All right, who's a good third one?" I said, "Let's go presidential." Boom, and nope. Wow. Okay.
I would have got you on that one. That would have been
Yeah.
great TV.
Damn.
Great TV for the Hat Show.
All right. Well, it was before our time, so I didn't know if you would know it, but I'm
I
proud of
didn't,
you.
but now I do, and you didn't know and asked me the question, which is cheating.
All right. Who
Just
you got?
like Bill Clinton was cheating.
No. No. You're up next. So what you got?
All right, here we go. We're doing people so far, which is very interesting.
No, I got
All
non-people.
right,
too.
here we go. Donny Osmond.
Oh man.
Donny Osmond.
Famous name.
Famous name.
Famous male. Right? Oh man. No, Donny Osmond. Singer, of course, right? It's Donny Osmond. Yeah, singer. Definitely singer. Now you got me confused if it's a male or female.
You are all over the place right now.
It's a singer. Final answer, singer. But do I know anything more about Donny Osmond?
Singer. What did he sing? Or who is he related to?
Donny Osmond. Norma? Isn't Norma Osmond someone? Oh wait, no, that's from a movie.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll give him some credit. So Donny Osmond was an American singer, dancer, actor,
boom.
television host, and former teen idol.
Oh, okay.
Osmond first gained fame performing with 4 of his older brothers as the Osmonds, earning several top 10 hits and gold albums. So basically, my mom asked me this. You know who Donny Osmond is? Because we were watching The View, and I think his sister's on The View.
So like Osmond Brothers or something?
That's literally what I just said.
Okay.
The Osmond Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Let's turn our list in caps on there. Hat show.
Hat show.
I think that's affecting your hearing over there. But we were watching The View, and Donnie's sister was on it, and she was like, yeah, that's like when back in the day when Donnie was like the Justin Bieber of that generation. And I was like, Justin Bieber of that generation. So I was like, who the hell is Donny Osmond?
You do like
So I thought it was like the dude from Welcome to the Jungle, or no, not the Welcome to the Jungle. The Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like on that track. But yeah, she's like, yeah, he was like the Justin Bieber of that generation. I was like, okay, I gotta look this guy up. So I
Yeah.
looked him up, still didn't know who he was. The face is recognizable.
The names.
But
I
apparently
know
the
name.
chicks loved him. He was like the Bieber fever of that generation.
Okay, stud.
Girls had posters up of him. The whole nine. I mean, whatever. I don't believe it.
He's cool, I guess.
He's cool.
I mean, I don't know him, so.
All right, next one. So you got that, whatever. I'm not even doing a point system. That was just, he's a singer. Oldman, brother.
I have a point. Okay. All right, so we've done people so far, right? Let's
Yes.
switch it up. Let's get an event in here.
Oh, gosh. I'm really nervous.
Okay, so what is the Watergate scandal?
Paul, this is an insulting question. I don't want to say the
I
wrong
need
answer.
to explain what the scandal was.
Okay, so this is really bad because I went to school for journalism. And I should not say that because it's a journalism
You should know what that is,
topic. I wrote literally an essay on a test on the Watergate.
Oh man, I didn't
But the
know
problem
much
is
about
I'm
it.
really drawn. I don't know if it's the light or the camera that's
Okay.
really getting to me and the pressure.
Yeah, excuses.
So the Watergate scandal. Oh gosh, this was when someone went into the not the White House, but they stole some very valuable files.
Yeah.
That I don't remember what exactly they were on, but they were some secret files, and the journalists were basically reporting that the government were hiding things from them, right?
Okay.
I know that Deep Throat was part of it, and he was like the anonymous source that they met in an alleyway.
Okay.
Bernstein and someone else is the other journalist.
Richard Bernstein, right?
Yeah, Richard Bernstein. I don't know.
It's the Washington Post thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
did a horrible job explaining.
I
it.
watched.
I should have brought my test, Paul. I could have explained it.
For sure.
Now I look like I don't even know what I'm talking about.
What famous politician is connected to it?
Famous.
I'll give you help.
Reagan.
So,
Famous politician was connected to the Watergate.
yeah.
Oh, the wheelchair dude.
No. What? No.
Yeah, the dude that had
Stop. No, stop there. Please stop there.
What's the answer?
Richard Nixon?
All right, Richard Nixon. Who am I thinking of? Who was like paralyzed? It was like they would stand him up at podiums for
FDR?
speeches. I think he was like paralyzed.
Yeah,
but they hit it.
Yeah.
I'm not
FDR.
good with this stuff. I
Okay.
should know the Watergate.
Okay,
I'm
president.
not into journalism.
It's a president. So Richard.
4.0 GPA, Paul, and I still didn't get
look
this
at
answer
you.
right.
Well, that's what you learn in college.
This is what you do. You
You
can't
don't
just do
retain
this.
everything from college. Richard Nixon and the Watergate scandal. So Richard Nixon, who was the 37th president of the United States, serving from 69 to 74. He was a member of the Republican Party.
It had to do with money.
Exactly. So basically,
It was like follow the money, and the journalists followed the money, but I can't figure out what the documents
Richard
were.
Nixon was running for election against the Democratic George McGovern. Frank Will's security guard discovered clues that former FBI agent and CIA agents broke into the offices of the Democratic Party and George McGovern months before the election.
The Pentagon? I think they broke into the Pentagon.
And they basically these people listened to phone lines and secret papers were stolen. So it was election-like thing. But Nixon resigned from the presidency after it. So big event before our time.
I was
Did
there.
you know? Did you know about the Watergate scandal? Because Ryan kind of did. I'll give half.
One of the crazy things about, like, some of it's coming to my brain now. So, like, one of the journalists,
Yeah.
well, these Bernsteins or whatever, Howard Bernstein, I forgot the other guy, but they were literally like up and coming journalists, and they were given this task or this job to like figure out the story, and like no one really knew it was a big thing, and everybody was scared to report it because they were scared of the government. So one of the cool things in the movie is where they're trying to gather sources on like how the documents got lost or who was at fault with money or whatnot, and who was like laundering, who was in trouble. And they would literally call people, and people were scared to give their name as a source. So one time he calls this lady or a guy, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna count down from 10, and if you don't answer me when I get down to 10, that means it's true." He's like, "I just need to know the facts before I release it." He's like, "I'm not gonna release it if it's false, but if I count down from 10 and you're still on the line and don't hang up, then you're telling me that it's true, but I'm not gonna use your name."
That's
and he
dope.
counts down from 10, and then
That's dope.
he doesn't say anything, but he's still on the line, so he knows it's true, and he prints it. Whatever. Anyways. Look at me, Paul. That's a little fun.
You did good. I think you did good on that one.
All right, last person.
Oh,
This is what I had to look up in the middle of the thing because you stole Monica Lewinsky from me. So we're gonna go to the little sports section.
Oh, so you did a new third?
Yeah, I found one.
Oh, nice.
I'm that good at this.
Okay.
Paul. I'm literally that hat show.
Hat show.
Like hat shows just bring out the best.
That's what we do, baby.
On the fly. Here we go.
Let's go.
Another person, because this is who I thought of on the fly. We're gonna go with Steve Bartman. This is all for all the sports lovers out there.
Steve Bartman.
Steve Bartman.
Not gonna lie, I'm not very confident on this one. I want to say it's with a baseball scandal.
Okay,
Am I right?
Okay.
Because I kind of know
That's
the
surprising.
name Bartman. I want to say it's with baseball, and I want to say it's a scandal, but I'm trying to think of. Is he the guy? No, if I get this right, I'm gonna lose my shit. Is he the guy that stole the ball?
Yeah.
No way!
Yeah. The Cubs fan who had the headphones on.
Yeah, and he stole the ball from the outfield, and he like took
Moises
a home run.
Alloy was playing left field. It wasn't a home run. It was a foul
Oh.
play. And he like reached over and grabbed the ball and like hit the ball. And Moises Alloy dropped the ball. The next thing you know, next batter like hits it to short. There was an error. Then they lose the game. Then the Cubs go on for like a 90-year drought from winning the World Series. And they all blamed it on this guy, Steve Bartman. I can't believe you got that, Paul.
I remember.
Hat day. Hat show. You got me saying hat day.
Hat show.
Hat show. You just got that right because of your hat powers.
Yeah, it really was. You know what I mean? The knowledge up top here from the hat is just astronomical. But no, I'm surprised myself. I was the Bartman. I was just like, baseball, and then I'm like, what scandals are with baseball? I'm like, oh, that dude.
Yeah, the Cubs dude.
That was good.
All right, you're the last one.
I'm the best. Last one. Okay, so I don't think you're a fan of this.
Here
And this isn't like this is historical, but it's like it's kind of more pop culture-y.
Okay.
So what can you tell me
about
the Lord of the Rings series?
Oh my god. All right.
I don't think you're a fan.
Lord of the Rings. So they're like are they like superficial? Like, are there like like men on horse? Like what are those things called? Like half man, half horses.
Oh man.
Well, I don't know, but are they like that? So
mean.
they are like I really don't like. They're not wizards. They're like, are they superficial humans? Like, can they like shoot shit out of them? I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I don't even think I've ever seen a movie trailer for Lord of the Rings.
Either, but I was like, dude, he definitely won't know it. No, it's like the little goblins and stuff, and they gotta collect the rings.
Like, are they actual rings, or are they like Olympic
wizard,
like
you did say
fire
wizard.
rings?
What's his face is a wizard?
Harry
Gandalf.
Potter?
No, Harry Potter. No,
Harry
Gandalf.
Potter.
Gandalf is.
Gandalf.
Yeah,
Who the hell's Gandalf?
He's the wizard from Lord of the Rings. He's like with the
I
staff.
don't know who Gandalf is.
Here
you
you
know
go.
Gandalf. You know
Gandalf.
Gandalf. That's who you're talking about.
You know Bobo Baggins?
Bubba Baggins.
Bubba?
Bubba Baggins.
No, Bobo Baggins.
Oh, but that's his brother.
No,
Bubba and Beba.
No, it's not at all.
Beba? Have you met Beba?
Peppa Pig?
No,
Matt-
Beba. There's Beba, Baba, and Booba Baba.
And Bambi.
Bambi.
There you
bring
go.
Bambi in this.
If you can tell, we are not Lord of the Rings fans at all. But I didn't think you get that one. So
No,
I'm
I really
glad.
don't know. Other than Booba, Beba, and Beba in Lord of the Rings,
Not
I
a
don't know
big
anybody
fan.
else. What about Dumbledore? Oh, that's
Harry Potter. Dumbledore.
There's got to be a Dumble something in Lord of the Rings.
Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's get so overall thoughts, like, how'd we do?
We did pretty good. You
Yeah.
made me feel bad about myself about the Watergate. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep now, but it's okay. Beba, Bubba, and Booba.
I would have felt bad if you did Lord of the Rings on me, because I'm supposed to be a film dude and don't know that franchise. But
Yeah,
all right,
true.
so let's move on. We did okay, but that's what we're gonna do. So, big social media app coming out, or it's been out.
No way. You just introduced that like that.
Big social media.
We're announcing this social media platform
Right
on Life's a
now.
Pocket. Tell them what it is. They don't even know what it is yet.
You're hearing it here first. It's called TikTok.
TikTok. Dude, brand new. We're announcing it.
So Ryan wanted to talk about it. I think TikTok's a really cool platform. And we just want to kind of talk about its impact in society, basically what we think its future might hold.
Future.
And like, what are some advantages and disadvantages of the new application? I hate this guy.
Booba, Beba,
so, like-
Baba.
Okay, good.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
Hat
Let Paul
day.
just talk until I say something.
So, obviously, TikTok is a new social media app. It's for videos, so it's a new version of, Vine.
It's not new, dude.
No, I'm saying a newer version of like Vine. So if you know, a couple years ago, well, a lot of our friends who are
All the
listening-
millennials,
yeah, deal
big
with
Vine guys,
big
girls,
Vine.
gals.
Vine went under, and TikTok came out, and it's really it's been out for a little bit now, probably almost a year and a half, 2 years, but it really gained its popularity about a year ago. And then during quarantine, starting in March, it really like gained users. And I know it's like 800 million, 900 million users now.
Yeah, so it's not my like favorite social media platform. Like I prefer Instagram.
Okay.
But TikTok is definitely a great channel for like I've seen people one guy was doing like sports announcing and he was doing play-by-play on like MLB The Show.
That's
And
cool.
he was like had a mic set up and was doing TikToks. And it looks like some MLB team can watch him do this.
That's cool.
And they can be like, "Hey, you want to come announce the freaking
Like
Chicago
he's showing
Cubs?"
his skill, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think the app is really for like creators and just like artists and
Right. Like
inventive
dancers, people who can dance, people
Yeah.
who are good at drawing,
So
people
showing
who I got one more on the tip of my tongue, Paul. Someone who can dance, sing.
yeah.
I'll forget the last one. I'll come back to me.
But like the dancers, Charlie's the biggest on there. She's a dancer. She's 16. There's a lot of dancers, singers I like.
Impersonators, like impressions.
Impressions. So like comedians, a lot of people do like comedian impressions and stuff I've seen. I follow a lot of like people for videography, photography tips. So it's cool like if you want to learn too.
Pics by Paul.
Pics by Paul. That's a nice plug there. It's my photography page. You follow us here, you might follow me there.
I might make a Pics by Ryan.
Ryan. Okay.
Do like Lord of the Rings theme.
Yeah, makes sense.
Bee ba boo ba and ba ba. Hat show.
But like TikTok is, but TikTok it's just really easy to be like found.
I always spell it wrong. It's T-I-K or T-I-C-K?
No, T-I-K.
T-O...
T-I-K-T-O-K.
TikTok. Like, how do you get that name? TikTok.
I don't know. I didn't like it at first. I don't think a lot of people picked it up.
TikTok.
But I think just because of its popularity.
Oh, because you're ticking and you're talking. That's why I named it. You're ticking.
Yeah?
And then you're talking.
Okay.
Paul's getting angry at me.
No, but okay. So continuing to talk about advantages of it, just your exposure. I think you can be found more by like other people than any other social media platform. Like you don't really find new people on Instagram. You can go on the Discover page, but you don't really find new people. Where TikTok, it's all based on things that you like. So if you're scrolling or you're liking things, you can discover new people.
And it's branded to the things you like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if I'm spending more time watching a golf video,
more golf videos will pop up. But it might be different people doing those golf videos. You might find golf's a big TikTok thing where guys will do, they'll show a lot of PGA stuff. They might show some like tips.
They
and
do
tricks.
that like tracker.
Yeah, they do. I do some track. Like I have done some tracking golf videos on my page as well. So like golf's another thing. There's a lot of different what they're called like that TikTok. So it's like, hey, you're on golf TikTok, so you've been watching a lot of golf. Like I know baking's really big, so maybe you want to learn some new recipes and stuff. So it's just available for like new people want to learn, also people showing their skills, and you can discover people really easy. That's why I like it.
Instagram does the same thing where they categorize what you like best and have it on your like page or Explorer. But I feel like TikTok does.
No way, yeah.
TikTok really excels in that category of giving the people videos of what they're actually looking for, or what best suits them.
Yeah, and I think it's so crazy how many people have so many different followers and so many followers on the app. Like, you can really do good on it.
Yeah, it definitely has its advantages, but at the same time, it does have some disadvantages. I know like a lot of people during these times are very cautious on what they post. So I feel like TikTok, it has a high success rate of blowing up. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of videos on TikTok can blow up like in seconds and then they're forgot about. So I feel like a lot of people I know have TikToks that have blown up. At the same time, that could be an advantage because so many people are seeing your video in, let's say, an hour.
Yeah.
But if it's like a controversial thing,
That's
it could
really
affect
quick,
your
yeah.
future and what you get for a job or how people view you as a person if it's a little controversial of a video that so many people saw in an hour span.
No, totally agree. I think just growing up with social media, we were always taught, like, be cautious, be careful. People are watching you, such as potential jobs, colleges, when you were in high school. So, like, be cautious of what you're posting. And I think the video content allows you to post so much more. And, like, a lot of people, I know like college videos are really big, and like people watch people, drinking and like jumping on tables like full send, but like that stuff can look bad, in the future. It's funny now, but
life's a party. So.
Well, yeah, sometimes life's just a party, and be cautious, but have your fun too. Like do your thing.
Let me ask you something. So, being a TikToker.
Yeah, myself, I am.
All right, let's
on the come up. You know me.
Kids show, hat show. Do you think diarrhea and
what are you saying?
As a verb. So like basically what I'm gonna say is putting a lot of content out on like every day, putting like 5 videos. Is that a benefit to have like to TikTok, or do you want to have say quality over quantity?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to diarrhea your page with a bunch of videos?
So
kids show, hat show.
So I think you can go either way. I know I've watched some people give tips and tricks to like grow, and you can do either way. Like there's a guy on there, his name's Zach King, and he's a magician, and he's really funny. He's awesome, and he posts like one video every couple days, and he's got like 45 million subscribers or like followers. So he's one of the highest on TikTok, and he doesn't post.
So he's like quality over quantity.
Correct, but then you have like Charlie and Dixie.
Well, Charlie can sit there and chew gum, and she'll get 5 million likes.
But like she's posting 4 or 5 videos a day, and they're all getting like 3-4 million likes, 10 million views.
That's the thing though. Like people who aren't educated on TikTok just think of those like Charlie, Addison Rae, Noah Bex, and like, oh, these kids are just dancing, like putting their tongue out. Like that's not what it's about. Like guys, this dude I was talking about with the baseball is doing play-by-play. He's trying to advance his career. Someone who's doing magician, someone who's doing impressions. They just want to be known. It's like when people think of TikTok, they think of these kids that are just doing dances. Which I'm not trying to discredit them because Charlie's a dancer.
Yeah, she is.
She's a good dancer, but there's other avenues where people don't see the benefits of having a TikTok and the overall impact that TikTok has on our society, especially with everybody quarantined right now.
Yeah.
So everybody's on their phones and can't go anywhere.
And I think that's why like her page blew up a lot more. I mean, she gained so many more followers, but it was really because the users on TikTok went up. But if you're ready to you're home right now, and you want to grow or you just want to show your skill, like a great platform, go do it. You have the time to do it. People are gonna watch you because people are home, and it's a great time to get some good exposure. So
just one last thing on TikTok.
What you got?
Tiki-taki.
TikTok.
So is it not going out of bit like? China made TikTok and it's going out of business, or they're selling it. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
What's the update?
So simple thing.
You would know.
Yeah. If you're on TikTok, people talk about it all the time. Of the updates, like what's happening in the world. Well, currently the president of the United States has nothing better to do than worry about an app that has.
He should make a TikTok.
Like in kids. He really should. If he's on social media so much and Twitter, maybe he could be dancing in the White House in the Oval Office. But he's interested in basically saying.
But
he doesn't like that it's a Chinese created app from China, but it does have a U.S. CEO, which is actually from the Walt Disney Corporation.
That's why.
So he was basically saying that they were stealing like information and stuff. There's never been.
I mean, it makes sense, but
yeah.
So what's it? So TikTok doesn't have any concerns to get shut down.
So there's never been an app in general that has been banned from the U.S. So this would be like the first. The Trump basically signed a statement or an executive order, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't know the politics, but he signed an order that if a U.S. buyer does not buy the application outright, like fully, like it's going to have a U.S. owner, because Microsoft was looking to buy it for like 30%, but he was like, no. I need a full U.S. owner.
Need a full 100.
By September 15th, then he's banning the app from the U.S.
Oh, gosh.
So you're waiting. Microsoft.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, how much you got? $3?
$3.
$4?
You kidding me? I'm buying it.
There you go. Ryan Smith, new CEO of
So
TikTok.
you weren't lying about announcing TikTok as the new media channel.
No, we here at Life's a Party
we bought TikTok.
have shit now.
All right, well, that's enough of TikTok. Let's switch over to some sports, Paul.
There we go, baby.
Steve Bartman, look at you. You're the big sports guy. You should take this segment.
Big stuff over the weekend.
So over the weekend, it was the PGA Championship, and the 23-year-old Colin Morikawa.
Yeah.
What a guy.
What a guy.
He won, actually, Paul.
No way. No, he won?
It was the first major of the year, and Morikawa won by 2 strokes shooting -13. He really came out of nowhere and surpassed big names like Bryson DeChambeau.
Blew it.
I guess he blew it.
Continue.
Dustin Johnson, he blew it.
Blew it.
And he really came alive on the back nine, or not the back nine, the final 9 holes of the tournament.
Yeah.
So right now, Morikawa now has as many major championships as he does miscut on the PGA Tour.
Impressive.
1. So he's missed. So since he started playing in the PGA, he's missed one
That's
cut,
crazy.
and he now has 1 PGA championship, 1 major championship.
Man, it's 23.
23. What a guy.
23 professional golfer or 23
Professional
podcast.
podcasters. Shoo.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into golf like we are.
Did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched the first and second round, and the fourth round. So I missed Saturday, but dude, Saturday or Sunday was just crazy.
Yeah, he like really came on strong in the back nine. It was just something really to watch. But 23 years old, winning the major, amount of major wins as he does miscut. So we figured Paul's a big golfer. He golfed in high school.
Yeah.
I like to golf. I'm trying to get into it. Trying to find my way.
You're into it. You like it. I swing over here and there.
So we thought we could give some tips on how to enhance your golf game via Paul, because you don't want to hear any tips from me, because you'll be hitting into the water, or enhance your golf experience. I'm a great guy to golf with. My game might not be on point, but I'll tell you what. Do you enjoy golfing with me?
Yeah, it's nice. Go golfing out. Nice golf outing with you. So,
Why did you say it like that?
Yeah, it's a nice.
Nice little golf outing with you, like a candlelight dinner.
I don't know about that one. So golf, right? You want to get better?
So golf. Back to golf.
You're gonna listen to me.
Golf tips. Give them some tips, Paul. How do I make my score from the 140s down to the 70s, so I can beat Colin Morikawa?
So there's a big jump between getting just having a good swing.
40 strokes.
That's a big jump, buddy.
Right, well, how can I cut down maybe 5 strokes?
Okay, yeah. So really, if you've been progressively getting better, right? But you're kind of in a funk and you're like, how can I just shave a few strokes, continue to get myself better? What are some tips that I can do? So something I was telling Ryan that I really wanted him to do, because I'm like, dude, you'll be so much better if you just realize what the distance.
You're about to hit me.
What the distances are on your clubs. So you have a bunch of clubs in your bag, and the whole point of them is that each number should be able to hit a certain distance. So if you're 200 yards out, 180 yards out, 160 yards out, that's all different clubs.
See, people like me just get comfortable with
a five
iron, and I hit it from 100 yards, and I hit it from 432 yards away.
Yeah, so here's a 200-yard shot. Here's my 5 iron. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, 140 out. I'm gonna take the 5 iron. I was like, yeah, I don't know why you're doing that.
Yeah, so I do need a caddy, but this is a good way to not use a caddy.
But basically, find your distances in your clubs. So go to the local driving range. Hit 10 balls with each club, take the average distance, and be like, hey, I'm hitting my 8 iron, 155 yards, 160 yards. Know what that distance is. Write it down on your phone. Write it down somewhere so you have it. So next time you go out, when you're at those distances, start using those clubs. And you'll definitely get a cleaner hit on the ball, as well as hitting the right distance and hopefully taking your scores down.
I was doing that, but I didn't do 10 balls per club.
How many were you
that
doing?
would be 150 swings. I did 3, and I took the average. But the problem was I'd hit the 2 good, get a good gauge, and I'd shank the 3rd one. I hit the 4th one and the 5th one because I kept shanking and couldn't get a good gauge on my distance.
No.
But that's a good tip. What else do you got there, Paul?
Something that can really help your putts is that basically you have the ability when you go to putt to put a ball marker down, take your ball up, and clean it. Make sure there's no dirt on it. Watch your putter. Make sure there's no leaves, dirt, anything on your putter too. So when you're on the putting green, you get a nice smooth stroke. It's the cleanest there, and hopefully your putts can be better. And I messed up in high school doing it. I had a leave on my putter. I just wasn't paying attention. Some stupid
I had a
thing.
branch on my putter.
So stupid, and I missed the putt, and I'm like, dude, screw this.
Screw that leaf. Screw you, leaf.
So that's definitely one thing you can do. That
I had a birdie putt, leaf, and you screwed me.
Damn it, leaf. So that's one. But on that idea of cleaning, just clean your clubs. Make sure your grooves are clean. The cleaner your grooves are, basically, grooves are there.
Show.
Hot show. Ho! Clean those grooves, baby. Groove it.
Hot show.
But if you clean the grooves, the whole point of your grooves on your irons and your clubs is that it can get
solid contact.
Yeah, contact and
square
spin.
it up.
on the
spin.
ball.
I don't know how to spin it,
So,
but that's another discussion.
If you have a lot of dirt in your clubs, or you've been hitting your clubs a lot, but you're not cleaning them or not cleaning the grooves, like you're not getting a full potential like solid hit on the ball, which can obviously help or like worsen your game. So just be aware of that. Clean your clubs, clean your balls. Clean
Hey,
your
I'm
shaft,
giving
whatever
this
you want.
next tip.
Okay,
You stole it from me.
What? What was your?
Always have two balls at one time. So you have the ball you're playing, and then you just simply put another ball in your pocket.
You should always have a ball in your. You got 2 balls in your pocket.
Okay.
But maybe you
Hat
put
show.
an extra. Kid show.
Hat show. This is why, because if you shank one in the woods, and then you're like in the golf cart looking for it, and then your buddies are on the other side of the course, you can just like dribble it out of your pocket, and be like, "Oh, I found it! I'm hitting 3 right here."
Wouldn't be the first one to do that. It's definitely some
That's a
people out
perfect
there.
opportunity. But if you don't have a ball in your pocket,
You can't do that.
you're like, I gotta get another ball. They'll be like, yeah, you get another ball to drop.
There
But
you
nope, if
go.
I had one in my pocket, I'm hitting 3 right there. But no, seriously. So I guess that's really
It helps the game go quicker too. Like just have another ball in your pocket. So if you're out like 20 feet from your cart and you're searching for your ball, you can't find it. You go drop it. You keep the game rolling. So 2 balls and maybe a tee in your pocket just in case.
We're not saying this last tip. That
What are your golf experience tips?
Why'd you skip over the put on your sunscreen?
I said
Bird golf
this
makes
is a
bad
fun
golf.
this is a fun one. This is a fun one. Ryan didn't want to do.
Paul skipped
But bro,
it.
if it's hot outside, you got sun. You know we're losing the ozone layer out
What
here.
we've been saying right now.
You're a white pale person
We're
like me.
losing the ozone.
You're
layer.
gonna get burnt on that golf course. You're out in the sun 3-4 hours, once, twice a week. You playing a lot, like I'm playing a lot. I'm a white dude. I'm gonna get burnt. And guess what? Burnt golf is not fun golf.
You probably thought that was the coolest freaking saying
You're
when you
welcome.
wrote it.
That's what I'm talking
You're like,
about.
oh, I can't wait to say, put on your sunscreen because you know
Def-
why, people?
definitely-
Burnt
Burnt
golf,
golf?
makes bad golf. And you really thought you were going to nail that part,
I
but
did.
I
Not
don't
gonna
think
lie.
you did.
Let me know. Comment section below. Tweet
So
me.
I'm taking over the golf experience tips because Paul's not the most fun person to play with because he takes it
Sure.
very seriously.
I play just to play. Like I play golf. I can have fun, but
He
everyone
keeps
else
score
thinks
of
they're
his
uptight.
own score. He doesn't even write my numbers down, but that's regardless of the topic. So the first thing you want to do is schedule a tee time at a course you fit best in.
Okay.
I'm not going to go play at Augusta.
I mean, you're not gonna get in, but yeah, try.
I could play at night. I could bring a glow-in-the-dark ball at Augusta and hop the fence and play at Augusta.
And yeah, okay, and you'll be in the police car.
Yeah, but you want to play. You want to play at courses that fit you, so fit your score. You don't want to go to anything professional and guys are always playing up your butt. If you're a beginner, go to a beginner's course, work on your game. To piggyback off of that, one of the things that I try to do, and I still do, is just after I hit my shot, even if it's playable and you're playing that next shot, give it a good lie. Like, pick the ball up and just put it back down. Give yourself a good lie so you can work
I
on your
agree.
shot. Because many times it's a bad lie or the ball's in a divot
or something.
just
yeah.
pick it up, and there makes no sense to just try to hit that and hit a dribbler 4 times in a
Or
row.
if you're like a few inches off the fairway and you're like in the rough, like bro, like you're not playing in a tournament. Like move the ball 3
scoot
inches,
it
like
over.
put it in the fairway. Unless you're playing like really competitive golf, there's no reason to do that. Especially if you're just trying to get better. Like give yourself a good lie. I totally agree.
And then one of the things is just pack a cooler. Like bring waters.
Absolutely.
If you're with the boys, bring a couple brews.
Airplane shots, maybe.
Maybe if your first couple holes don't go well, then you could start
there you
hitting the
go.
airplane shots. But seriously, just overall enjoy the game. Don't get frustrated. Because here's my thing: I was always nervous to go play golf because I knew I suck. So everyone just sucks at some point. But then you go to a golf course, and until you actually see someone else there like shank a ball,
Everyone sucks,
and like
man.
hit a dribbler, you realize that everyone there sucks.
Agreed.
Like maybe 1 in every 55 people I see can play well.
With local public courses, most of the time, most people who play very rarely and just want to go out and have a good time. So
Like
you're
what
not
made me
alone.
think that was like there was guys behind us, and I was like, oh, we're playing really bad, and they're gonna watch me tee off, so let's just let them pass. So I was like, all right, you guys go to the tee box. I don't know if you were with me, but we let him go ahead and pass us. This old guy comes up and almost literally hits me on his tee box. I'm standing like right next to him.
Damn.
So it's like, you know what? I'm never going to let that happen. I'm going to play my own pace. I suck. The guy behind me suck. The guys in front of me, 3 holes, they suck. Don't be afraid to suck at the golfing because you suck until you keep playing because it's one of those sports where you just have to keep playing to get better.
You have to, yeah.
So have that mindset that everyone there sucks.
Sucks.
And just enjoy because I always get nervous when people are watching me at the tee box 1, watching me tee up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the whole club's watching me tee up. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. You know why? Because they suck too. How about that?
Thank you, Ryan. Aggressive.
You freaking suck. That's what I say before I hit it. I turn around and I go, you guys suck too. And then I hit it. I freaking rip it 350 down the fairway.
Yeah, there you go.
Like Bryson DeChambeau.
Sure, yeah.
And break my driver. He broke his driver this weekend.
Did he?
Yeah, it literally
Oh,
snapped.
yeah, he snapped it.
I don't know if they have one like on
what's
standby
do you know
to get
the
it.
rules of that?
Dude, I don't know. There's so many rules to golf that I have no idea. But it was pretty funny.
So, moral story. Enjoy the game.
Moral of the story is that everyone sucks.
Okay, great, thanks. That's golf. You heard it here. Let's party. So let's move on a little bit. And movie of the week. So last week we told
You know what else sucks?
What?
Taxi Driver. That sucks.
Oh my god. So this week's movie does not suck at all.
Did not suck.
We told
Great
you
movie.
to watch Knives
Great
Out.
podcast. Great segment.
Great show. Great podcast. Great movie.
Hat show.
Kid show.
Show.
This is a story about murder.
Can you just say the title?
Kid show. We asked you to watch Knives Out.
Stop banging the table. My mic is going up. It's like headbutting. I'm going to have a concussion at the end of
So
this podcast.
we watched Knives Out this week. And,
Knives Out. Hat show.
Hot show. Kid show.
All right, can we get on to it, dude?
So, thoughts on the movie, Ryan?
Why do you always do that? You don't
Immediate
even
thoughts.
give no intro. You always go thoughts of the movie, right?
You want me to talk about it first?
Can you tell them the title?
I said Knives Out.
Oh, people voted and they voted Knives Out over Parasite. I wanted to break down Parasite because I actually am fluent in Chinese.
It's Korean, dude. That's so bad, bro. It's Korean.
Well, I'm fluent in murder mystery, so
yeah,
good thing we
okay.
picked Knives Out. I'm actually an FBI agent. An FBI agent would never announce that they're an FBI agent on a
Yeah,
podcast.
never do that. It's a secret
But anyways, I thought it was a great movie. I've seen it twice. It is about a murder mystery, right?
Yeah.
Did I watch the right movie?
Hopefully you did.
So pretty much there's this old guy who's really rich. Maybe he's an author, but he has a will.
He is an author,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he's rich, and he is going to show all of his relatives.
Sorry, go again.
This is why you can't throw it to me to start. But he's going to show all his relatives on who he's giving his will to.
Correct.
And it's in this envelope. And he has meetings with each of them. And this is where Paul takes over.
All right, so Knives Out, directed by Ryan Johnson.
Because it's so good, I don't want to mess up the description.
Yeah, directed by Ryan Johnson, came out last year. Great family movie, and it's about an awful family, really, and it is.
They suck.
And basically, it is about an older guy's author. He's about 85 years old, and his
Rich.
family rich. I mean,
Mansion.
he's got a lot of
MTV
money.
Cribs.
He's a very famous. #1 selling author
Yeah, we established
of mysteries, of murder mysteries
okay.
and stuff. So that's why it's a little
Right. Foreshadowing.
yeah. So his family's awful, and they only use him to get money from him. And basically, it starts out with a party, and he cuts all of his kids off. He basically says, you're not doing this, or I'm exposing you for this, and I'm no longer giving you. You've been double dipping in my money, and
The one lady's using his funds or his money to get his daughter to college tuition.
but also stealing from him at the same
Yeah.
time, double dipping in it. And then his grandson, he cuts him off and says, "Hey, you've been an asshole. Basically, I'm cutting you from the well."
Captain
So-
America.
Yes.
I don't know his name. You probably know it. If you don't, then that's really sad. You don't know his name. You don't know Captain America's
Chris
name?
Evans.
Oh, Chris Evans. There you go.
So
I
Chris
probably
Evans
should've
plays
known.
Ranson, who's the grandson.
So we get to the argument with the old guy. He says, I'm cutting you out of the will. Storms out of the office. So Chris Evans, comes up with a plan on how he's going to murder this old guy.
His grandfather.
This old
But basically,
guy.
you start out the story, and
we are doing a horrible
this is a terrible job of explaining this because you're trying to cut. You're cutting in. You're like this, and then you realize that you have nowhere to go. You're like, I don't know how to explain it, so let me explain it.
Go ahead, Paul.
But the grandfather dies. It is said to be a suicide.
No, the grandfather dies. We know he's an author.
Grandfather dies.
And he's rich. They knew that.
And movie starts out saying, okay, who killed him. And you have James Bond comes in, and basically it's a whole murder mystery thing. And you follow the story. There's a bunch of twists and turns. I really liked it.
This is one of the movies where I found it was better the second time through.
Agreed.
Just because you know the ins and outs, the little pieces of, oh, I didn't see that the first time I saw it, but after they described it at the end of the movie, I was looking for it that second time I watched it, and it was so much better.
So
you definitely have to pay attention to it. It's just like Hamilton. My mom actually fell asleep to Knives Out. Woke up and was like, this movie sucks. I was like, you fell asleep during the mystery. You can't just play Clue and then wake up in the middle of playing Clue and be like, I know who did it. Like, it doesn't work like that.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought it's...
We liked the movie, even though we can't describe it. He's just a rich author.
The second time around was definitely better for me.
Yes.
I saw it in theaters, and then I did watch it last night. So, but because you know the story and you know what happens and who did it and everything, as a filmmaker too, I was really studying it and watching it and seeing, like, what's the foreshadowing? Like, what is being shown on screen?
It's a really clever
The
film.
script is amazing.
If you like puzzles, you like mysteries, you like murder mysteries, it's a really well-written script.
The script is amazing. I really like something about it. Is I love one of the opening scenes is basically interrogation, and they're interrogating everybody by the big like knives mural thing.
Yeah.
And I love this idea of every character is being interrogated, but they're telling a different story. Like they're telling the story from their point of view.
Yeah.
And
it meshes very well.
Oh yeah.
Like you know, at the end of the movie,
editing.
you know every single point of view or what the motives. The motives. So you know each family member's motives on why they would kill. I don't know his name, but why you would kill the 82-year-old dude. So at one point in the film, you think it's each person in the movie at some point.
Yeah, for sure. You're waiting for that.
In your brain, you're thinking that anyone could have done it. So that makes the ending so much better, and it's a great film.
One of my favorite lines in the film, I just wrote some stuff down real quick, is basically a foreshadowing line where Thrombey, who's the grandfather, he says, can't tell the difference between a stage knife and a real one.
Well, that's it. That's the big quote.
Yeah, that's a big reveal at the end. If you've seen the film, we're kind of giving away the film anyway, so hopefully if you watched it.
Well, that's their fault.
But...
because they suck.
A really great
I'm
film.
Just kidding. We love you guys.
Editing, as we talked about, it was great. The camera movement, there's two really cool camera movements I want to talk about real quick. One is that when they read the will, and Martha gets the fortune, right? And
she's in the back of the room.
Yeah, and all the people are pissed. Well, they basically go to attack her. She goes out the front door, and it's a steady cam, so you're watching it, really fluid movements. And then once everyone starts attacking her outside, it switches to a handheld camera in the same shot, and it gets really distorted, and everyone's moving around, and it feels chaotic and awful, and you feel like you're with Marta being attacked, and it's just really cool movement.
I feel like those handheld shots are sometimes the best.
They are. Each camera, if you don't really know about film, each type of movement helps portray a certain type of emotion, and handheld really allows you to feel chaotic and confusion and stuff. And then the other movement I want to talk about is at the very end when Ransom goes to stab Marta, and basically they do a camera movement where they're dollying in, but they're zooming out of the camera lens, so it gives this warped effect. It's called vertigo. And it looks like she's grabbing the camera, but it's stretching almost. And then he goes to stab her, and it does the same thing to him.
Yeah.
It's just really cool camera movement, and it makes it feel so much more of that sci-fi or a fictional story of this murder thing. So,
great film.
Yeah, we're talking about a great film.
Great film.
Great film. Great podcast. I was just gonna say.
So, we rating this bad boy, or what?
Yeah. Hopefully,
or you got a couple more things to say about it, or no? Did you fall asleep?
No, I did not fall asleep. I did watch it late last
night.
I watched it late last night. Started around 11 o'clock, and I just think it's so good, and I just really enjoyed it. They are making a second one, so if you're interested in that.
Are they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson started the screenplay for the second one, so hopefully we get that soon. And what's your score, Rye?
Oh, gosh. Let me just see something real quick. I want to see Hamilton 9.2. I'm going to give it a 9.1.
Okay. Wow.
I really like
Wow.
Knives Out. I think it breaks the nines. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Listen to this. I'm just gonna leave it like this for the rest of the show. Okay.
Clear your throat a little bit, buddy.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get it. No, but definitely breaks the nines. I love the movie. I mean, did it get any Oscar buzz? I don't know.
Yeah,
It did.
it won screenplay.
There we go.
And I think the script's great.
There we
And
go,
I
kid.
think it should have.
Hat show.
Hat show. I think it should have was nominated for production design too. So like the house, because the house was designed.
We
awesome.
should be nominated for best summary of the movie.
I agree. there's definitely got to be podcast awards, bro. We can.
These
show
guys really
ourselves.
broke down Knives Out.
Best
phenomenally.
movie reviews all time. Life's a Party.
All right, I'm going 9-1. What you doing there, Paul?
I really like it too.
Paulie Popcorn. I think he fell asleep again.
Oh man,
He's awake now.
I don't want to give it like an even score.
Why don't you just copy my score? That's what you do every week. And then you just change it 5 minutes later anyway.
Definitely false fake news out here. Let's go with a. I think it's a great film. Let's go 9-2.
9-2. Hachu.
And that is Life's a Party's review of Knives Out. Hopefully you watched it.
Yeah, it
and
is.
you enjoyed our take on this
If you
movie
missed
as
the
well.
summary, rewind it back and listen to it because we really break it down like
Better
to
the second time around, right?
Hat show.
Hat
Kid
show.
Better second.
Moving on. Moving on to our last segment is
Movie of the week or bets, record, and recap. So we're not going to the movie of the week yet.
No.
I'm taking over for bets of the week.
Do it. What
So
you
I just
got?
want to break down our record so far. We're at 3-2. So let's just say that we had the Max Holloway fight that we lost to open it up. Tragic loss.
Tragic.
We broke it down in the podcast. The refs just didn't get that right. Second one was Tiger making the cut. That was a big win.
score.
Score one for the boys back home. So 1-1 got us to 500. Then we took that MLB layup where they gave us odds for a player to hit a home run to make the All-Star team. Went to 2-1.
Dope.
Then we took the Sixers to beat the Pacers opening night. And what did they do? They let us down like they always do. Ben Simmons is getting surgery now, and B got hurt last game. We really have no hope. Al Horford stinks, but we'll leave that rant for another time. Al Horford sucks. He's probably better at golf.
Sucks.
And then we won a teaser our last bet. Like, look at that. Pulling out all the stops and tricks. We took a teaser, which I don't know if you know what that means, Paul. But
No.
basically, a teaser is when you either buy points, you buy. Oh, there's a piece of hair floating in front of me. I caught it. There's a play-by-play right there.
Okay,
They should
continue.
hire. So basically, if the Sixers are -5, you buy 5 points. So then you just add 5 points onto that. So the Sixers just have to win, but the odds go down. So if you have the Phoenix Suns +10 and you buy 5 points, they're then +15.
Okay.
So we did that. We did 2 teams and we won. So
Dope,
we're 3-2. We're over 500. And today we'll have the next bet of the week. So just stay tuned. And then we're gonna switch it over to the movie of the week.
Okay, so movie of the week, we're going to watch an older film. This is from 2004, directed by Clint Eastwood. This is called $1 Million Baby.
Clint. I know Clint.
Yeah, you know Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
Classic guy.
He's a great guy.
So,
Great at golf.
It's a boxing film. Ryan and I have never seen it, but it's an award movie. I've heard great things about it. Everyone tells me to go watch it. So, $1 Million Baby, it's a movie next week.
I like
Check
it.
it out.
I will watch it.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Easy watch.
Can I use your subscription?
Anything for you, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
I got you.
I actually already have one. Thank you very much. Got some things in the work for next week, Paul. Big news.
Big things are coming, hopefully. If you want to support us, we'll let you know how to do that in the weeks coming. And we're on the come up. So follow us on Instagram. Make sure you're checking out our videos on YouTube. Instagram is Life's a Party Podcast, all underscores between the words.
We love the support.
Yeah.
We love the feedback we're getting. We're going to keep this train moving.
Let's keep this party rolling.
Let's keep this party rocking.
Okay.
Let's keep this party bumping.
I was
Oh,
gonna
you
say,
coulda had the next
I was
one.
going to say, keep this party bopping.
Bopping. Beep ba boop ba and ba ba. That's what we're gonna do. But thanks for listening.
That's
Stay
our
tuned
show,
next
baby.
week. Big shows coming up. And as always, leave comments if you enjoyed the show or whatnot. And as always, music take us out.
See ya. Peace.